Okay, let's get into it. NXT Halloween Havoc 2025 just wrapped up in Prescott Valley, Arizona, and wow. If you watched, you know things are completely shaken up heading towards NXT Deadline.
Oh, definitely. The whole power structure feels different.
Right. So our job today is pretty clear. Cut through the noise, figure out who's on top now, and basically map out what the next couple of months look like.
And this wasn't just another show, was it? This felt very intentional. You called it crossover chaos, and that's spot on.
Bringing in TNA, AAA titles, top names.
Exactly. It feels like they were deliberately pushing for a shift, maybe a generational one. We're not just looking at who won gold, but like who faced their fears, And 3 titles did change hands. That's huge.
It set a wild new direction, and the show kicked off proving that point immediately. That opening tag match.
Yeah, if you ever doubted cross-promotional stuff could work.
This was the proof. Just pure high-octane fireworks.
And what a mix of styles. You had NXT's Javon Evans and TNA's X-Division champ Leon Slater. These young, hungry guys.
Against AAA royalty, basically. La Parka, the Legend, and Mr. Iguana.
Who is just uniquely entertaining.
I gotta say, I wasn't sure how Evans's super serious style would mesh with Parka basically doing comedy spots with his dancing.
But it worked. Evans would just shut it down with a hard forearm. That contrast was great.
It made the action unpredictable.
And Mr. Iguana using his puppet, not just for laughs, but like as an actual strategic thing. A weapon, almost.
It sounds silly, but it threw them off.
That match, honestly, might have stolen the show. It had the high spots, Slater's dives, Parka doing Parka things, but also real character moments.
And the finish was slick. Not just one guy, but pure teamwork.
Right. Parka hits the brainbuster, but Slater's right there, counters into that 450 swanton.
Which let Evans slide right in for the cover.
Bang.
Win.
And that shows why the crossover works. Evans and Slater, they were the more cohesive unit. Faster.
They definitely established themselves as the team to watch, regardless of brand. Set the bar high for the night.
Okay, so that was speed and skill. But then the title changes started happening, and it was more about, well, brute force and maybe some sneakiness.
Yeah, this is where the landscape really got messy. Let's talk North American title.
The Day of the Dead match. Ethan Page defending against El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
And the stipulation meant anything goes. Chairs, tables, all the Halloween stuff scattered around.
Wagner came out hot, but Page was Page, all ego.
Meaning he went straight for the mask, ripping at it. Just classic disrespectful heel work.
Which, some might say cheapens the stipulation, like powder in the eyes, after all that violence.
And maybe, but isn't that the point of his character? He doesn't care about the stipulation's integrity. He cares about winning.
True. He got rocked by that coast to coast. Looked like he was in trouble.
And then, bam, powder. Blinds Wagner, swinging cutter through a table. Pin. Page retains.
And strategically, that makes sense, right? Page keeps the title using those dirty tactics, which builds his heat.
Exactly. And the production notes apparently confirm Wagner Jr. sticks around, keeps that Latin American expansion storyline going because the finish wasn't clean. It demands a rematch.
Right. The feud continues. Okay, so if Page used cheap tricks, the next title change was pure destruction.
NXT tag team titles. Broken Rules match. The Broken Hardys, the TNA champs against Dark State, Dion Lennox, and Osiris Griffin.
And Broken Rules was an understatement. Ladders, tables, I think I saw broken glass, just anarchy.
It was beautiful chaos. The Hardys did their classic stuff, the psychology, the veteran moves.
But you could just see the power difference. Dark State are just, they're monsters.
And the finish left no doubt. A doomsday device. Through a table. Brutal.
Dark State are your new NXT tag team champions. And it felt like more than just a title change.
Yeah, like a statement.
A generational shift, maybe. NXT building its own identity. Dark State just ran through legends.
So what's next for them? They're the champs. They have the target.
Well, look who won the opener. Evans and Slater. That seems like the collision course, right? Speed and skill versus that unbelievable power.
And it keeps the TNA crossover alive at the championship level. That match could be incredible.
Absolutely. Okay, let's shift to the women's division. 2 huge title changes there, both with a lot of drama.
Let's start with the Women's North American Championship, Blake Monroe challenging Zaria.
But Zaria wasn't the actual champ, right? She was defending for Saul Ruka.
Yeah, Saul was ringside, injured, and Monroe knew exactly what to do. Target the arm. Smart, veteran move.
Zaria fought hard, you gotta give her that. Pure heart. But then she hit the steps. Shoulder first.
Oof, yeah. And Saul Ruka, trying to help, maybe reset it mentally, give encouragement.
Created the opening. That's the tragic part. Saul's concern was the distraction.
Monroe didn't hesitate. Glamour shot DDT. On the floor. 1, 2, 3.
Like Monroe, new champion. her first major title.
And the story writes itself, doesn't it? Monroe won because of the injury situation, basically exploiting Saul's friendship.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when Soruka comes back, that rematch is already personal. Massive heat. Keeps the injury angle hot. Very neat booking.
Okay, clean path there. But the other women's title match, NXT Women's Championship, that felt thicker, more complex.
JC Jane, Fatal Influence, defending against Tatum Paxley of the Culling.
Big shift in atmosphere, too. Fatal Influence is all about the glitz, the opportunism.
And the Culling. Torches on the entrance. Darker. More disciplined, almost ritualistic.
The match itself was chaos, which you kind of expected with those factions. Interference everywhere.
Until the ref got fed up. Tossed everyone. Laney, Izzy Dame, Fallon Henley, Nico Vance. Gone.
Which honestly made the ending better. Just Jane versus
Yeah.
Paxley one-on-one.
And Paxley got the clean win. Ducked the running knee, hit the cemetery drive. Done. New champion.
Tatum Paxley, NXT Women's Champion. The culling has reached the top.
Cute. Here's where it gets interesting. The celebration looked united, Paxley held high. But the sources, the production notes, they specifically mention Izzy Dame's reaction, watching Paxley. And the description was mixed with pride and envy.
Ooh, okay. So the first crack in the culling might already be showing.
It seems like it. Paxley gets the ultimate prize, which is the goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But success breeds jealousy. That little detail, that look from Dame, it suggests trouble ahead.
That's a fascinating thread. Internal tension right at the moment of triumph. That's going to be key going towards Deadline.
For sure. But let's talk about the climax, the main event.
NXT Championship. Absolute. Ricky Saints defending against Trick Williams.
And this match had to deliver after everything else, and boy, did it.
Electric atmosphere. Trick was all charisma, speed, that explosive athleticism. Nearly won it early with that jumping knee.
But Saints is just methodical. He lets you come to him, makes you make the mistake.
That spear he hit midair just stopped Trick cold.
Yeah, cut him right in half. That changed the pace, brought it down to Saints level.
They went back and forth, big moves, near falls. Trick hit the trick shot knee. Looked like that might be it.
But Saints held on. Desperation, maybe. He ducked the Death Valley Driver.
Hit a cutter, then that crushing spear again, and floated right over into the Tornado DDT. That was it. Retained.
But look how much it took. 3 huge moves in sequence to finally put Trick away. That tells you how close it was.
Saints won, but Trick looked incredible.
And the visual afterwards, that's the key takeaway. Trick Williams, sitting there, looking up at Saints,
Yeah.
just slowly nodding.
Yeah, the notes called it not defeated, just delayed.
Chills. That nod means everything. This feud is not over. That's your main event program heading into Deadline.
Definitely. Plus, they threw in that Gold Rush announcement.
Which sounds like confirmation that this international stuff isn't stopping. TNA, AAA, EV Fall VE.
Yeah.
Champions are going to have to defend NXT's honor across the board.
So wrapping up Halloween Havoc, It was chaos, like you said, necessary chaos.
3 titles changed hands. Tag division, both women's divisions, totally reset. Major feuds are locked in.
The landscape is unstable now. Paige has heat. Saints looks vulnerable after that war. And the new champs, Dark State, Monroe, Paxley, they've all got targets on their backs immediately.
Yeah, the question going into Deadline isn't just who has the gold anymore. It's about loyalty, especially within groups like the Culling.
Which brings us right back to that moment with Izzy Dame.
Exactly. We're heading towards San Antonio, December 6th, NXT Deadline. Time runs out for everyone.
Okay, so here's something to chew on. We saw Tatum Paxley win the big one, right? The Culling achieved their goal. But right away, we get hints of tension, Izzy Dame's envy. History tells us factions crumble, often right when they reach the top. So what's going to break the Culling first? Is it pride? Is it that envy we saw? Or is it just the pressure of holding that championship gold, which crack widens before time runs out at Deadline? That's what you need to watch.